Hey VC, how is everyone today? I hope everyone is doing well. In this video, this is going to be records of the week. I'm going to show you more than one vinyl in this video, and the artist I'm going to spotlight in this records of the week is basically every album I have from the artist Steven Wilson. So all these, which is not a lot of vinyl, but it's everything I have by Steven Wilson. And the reason I'm putting so much attention to one artist and so many albums from him is because I just saw him in concert in San Francisco last night, and his band was amazing. It was a great show. I walked out of there just on cloud nine. It was a great evening out. Band sounded tight. Music sounded amazing live. The visuals were great. Great light show. The crowd was fantastic. It was just a perfect night in San Francisco to see a show. And his band didn't disappoint. It was worth every penny to go there. So I'll show you the stub real fast. It was at the legendary Fillmore Auditorium in San Francisco for Steven Wilson, May 9th. And God, why can't they come in? There we go. May 9th, 2013, Steven Wilson, Fillmore Auditorium. It was such a great show. I had a great time. And I've been going to a lot of prog shows lately, and let's face it, I'm a prog fan, and those shows never disappoint when you go see them live. I can't think of a prog concert I went to where I came home disappointed because the band sucked. I mean, and that night, I just couldn't believe how awesome it was. And so I bought the t-shirt while I was down there. Really cool. In the back just has a list of tour dates. And I also got the official program for the concert. And it's just basically a series of pictures. Basically it shows the making of the album, The Raven That Refused to Sing Other Stories. And there's some artwork in here from the album, as you can see. All that artwork I recognize from the album. As well as this is the artwork from the video of the title track of the new album. Really cool how this whole thing is put together. Really glad I scored it. Didn't cost all that much. And it's a nice piece of work. It also tells some stories, some lyrics and some stories from his songs. It also tells the story of that is behind the song The Raven Refused to Sing. It tells the whole story in here, so I haven't read it yet, but this is a really cool little booklet to have. And it's a nice companion piece to all the vinyl I got of his, so really cool to score the program. And this I love to see. This is a poster that was being handed out to everybody as they were walking out of the theater just to commemorate this show. So everybody got this for free as they were walking out, and it's just a little poster commemorating the night. Steven Wilson, Fillmore, May 9th, 2013. So everybody got this for free as they were walking out, and I love to see stuff like that. It's a nice souvenir of a perfect night of prog music. So it was a great show, and we walked out with this souvenir. Awesome. All right, what we're listening to in the background, there's a song called Index, and that's off of this album called Grace for Drowning. It's the last record he had out. It's just a great album. It's a 2-record set, 180 gram vinyl, and it is a gatefold record. And this is one of the songs that's on it. This is a fantastic album. I love this album. And I'll show you the gatefold here. Yeah, kind of a creepy looking picture, but some of the music is kind of dark, in both in lyrics and in sound and in vibe. It's a dark album, but it's a great album. And there, of course, there is another creepy picture. And some custom labels as well. Really nice. Really nice album set. Really enjoy the music on this. Fantastic music on here. And I remember when I first bought it, I was so used to hearing Porcupine Tree music. It took me a little bit bit to get used to this because it's so different it's a little different from Porcupine Tree, and I mean, kind of the same but yet different. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but it's the same voice and the same guy doing the writing, but completely different stuff. And this is a great album. I mean, this is not his first solo album. His first solo album, I believe, is called Insurgents, and I don't have that one on vinyl. I have it on CD, but I don't have it on vinyl, so we'll have to hunt that one down eventually, since I'm such a huge fan of his solo work now. But that's one of the records, and I also have the live record that went with it. This one's called Catalog, Preserve, Amass, and it's a live recording from the Grace for Drowning tour. There's a back with a bunch of pictures. And basically, trying to see if there's a date on here. It was recorded live in Europe, October 2011. This came out on Record Store Day last year, and I felt really lucky to have grabbed a copy of it. And I'll show you the custom label, but it's not a gatefold. But it's a live recording, 180 gram vinyl. There's the label for side 1, and there's the label for side 2. So, oh, actually, I had it backwards. That's side 1. That's side 2. I had it backwards, but awesome live recording. I don't know how rare it is. I do still see this one out every now and then. I wouldn't say I see it everywhere I go, but every now and then I see a few copies that haven't been picked up yet. It's an excellent live recording. It sounds great on vinyl. And it's just so cool. The songs on here are Index, which we heard earlier, and Deform a Star, which is playing right now. This is Deform a Star, a beautiful ballad. And No Part of Me are the songs on side 1. Side 2 is made up of a song called Raider Part 2, which is on the Grace for Drowning album. It takes up the whole side, but it's an amazing long piece of prog music. Just a great piece of music. And it's crazy too, because on the Grace for Drowning album and this newer album he has out, I hear a lot of jazz influence on here, because there's a flute player, a clarinet player who also plays clarinet and also plays sax. A lot of jazzy keyboard solos, so you hear a lot of improv jazz influence on the music. I'm not saying he created jazz, but you do hear that influence in his music. Really cool. All right, so basically these two came out within a few months of each other. The Grace for Drowning album and the live record to accompany piece. Really cool stuff. And his latest album I have, which I really love, is this. And you're gonna see this. God, you're gonna see this logo everywhere on this video. This is his new album, which is called The Raven That Refuses to Sing and Other Stories. It's just a fantastic album. Like the other one, 2-record set, 180 gram vinyl. Just a great piece of music. And the live music from the new songs just sounded great live. Sorry, just getting tongue-tied all over the place in this video. But oh man, these songs sounded so great live. It was just amazing. I couldn't get over it. Oh, wrong mic. Such a great concert. I mean, I really walked out of there inspired. Like I wanted to start my own band afterwards. I mean, it was that kind of night. And Steven Wilson's writing is so spectacular. And to hear it live and see it performed right in front of you with those great musicians he has in his band, is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And the artwork, I mean, a lot of this artwork was actually being shot on a screen behind them as they played. A lot of it was animated, and it was just fantastic stuff. Really cool visuals in that entire show. Really dug it, and I had the greatest time seeing the band. And at the beginning of the show, they actually dropped a silk screen that took up the whole height and width of the stage. it was a transparent silk screen, and you can still see the band behind it, but they actually flashed video images on that screen, so you can actually see the video images and the band behind it. It was incredible. Just an incredible piece of visual work that they do at these shows. And to go along with that album, Raven That Refused to Sing, I have the picture disc that goes with it. This came out on Record Store this year, about a month ago or so, a few weeks ago. And what this is just a demo versions of two songs that appear on that last album I showed. It's the demo version of Luminol and on side 1, and the demo version of the song The Watchmaker. So, I mean, pretty cool to hear. Demo versions of those great songs. And like I said, it's on a picture disc. There's side 1 for Luminol, and then here's side 2 for the song The Watchmaker. And normally I don't pick up too many picture discs because the sound quality is usually kind of suspect, but not the case here. For being a picture disc, it sounds pretty amazing. They were actually selling these at the concert. Had I not, it's a good thing I already bought one, but had I not scored this at Record Store, I definitely would have came home with this after the concert. But had it already, so didn't need to buy it. So more money for beer and shirt and program. They had some neat things behind the merch table. The bass player in this band was starting a little comic book based on Steven Wilson, probably just mocking him, and he was doing a signing of that after the show. Unfortunately, I didn't stick around for that. I should have. And also, there was a cracked cymbal that was autographed and placed for sale. The drummer Marco Miniman, one of his cracked cymbals, he autographed it, and it was on sale for $150. I didn't get it, but I'm sure someone did. I don't know who would pay that much money for a cracked cymbal, but you know, it was a great night, and after you see a great concert, you'd be amazed some of the foolish things you'll spend your money on. So I'm sure someone scored it, it just wasn't me. But anyway, fantastic album, and a fantastic picture disc to go with the record. Really cool stuff. And to cap it off, what I'm listening to in the background is a live recording from the last tour he did for the Grace for Drowning album, and it's called Get All That You Deserve. And this is the deluxe edition, which features the Blu-ray of the concert, DVD of the concert, and 2 CDs of the entire show. That's what I'm listening to in the background, and this one came with a bunch of pictures as well, live photography from the first, well, not from the first tour, but the last tour he did, which was for like I said, for Grace for Drowning. So really cool to have as much Steven Wilson in the collection as possible. His music is fantastic. His band is amazing, and they put on a great show. Like I said, I walked out of there, I was on cloud 9. I felt like I had seen one of the best shows I'm going to see in a long time. It was great. I had a great time watching this show and just digging off that great band he has and tripping out on how good a drummer Marco Miniman is. That guy was just in the zone that night. He was hitting some amazing drum fills. Well, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for bearing with my very long little tribute to Steven Wilson, because he just rocked it and gave it a great show, and I still can't believe what my eyes and ears witnessed last night. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, folks. See you guys in the next one.